Hello again everybody, welcome back to Landric Plays Darkest Dungeon. It is currently week 15 in the Landric estate, and last episode we went to the cove and we defeated the Siren, which makes a total of 3 bosses that we have now sent back to whatever horrible abyss they came from. So it's time to take a look at our hamlet and see if we can put some of these heirlooms to good use. We've got 54 crests, which is a pretty good number. See what we can spend them on. So we could upgrade some of our stress relief buildings, so the tavern and the abbey for a start. In fact, it's probably a good idea to start doing some of that, because these costs will stack up sooner rather than later.
Dogmatic rituals. For some, atomic against the bloodshed.
What else do we want? Probably not going to bother with that. Sanitarium, Survivalist. We're 1 crest short. I think we'll transfer over a yeah, we'll do this. 2 busts for 3 crests, and then we'll grab this.
Alone in the woods or tunnels, survival is the same. Prepare, persist, and overcome.
So that'll save us a little bit of money in the long run. Probably be a good idea to upgrade some of these if we can afford it, but I doubt it now that we've burnt through all of our resources. Yeah, but we'll come back for these. This is what we primarily need paintings for, to upgrade the guild, that's right. Well, we'll be on the lookout for some of those momentarily. If we go and embark, you guys are all fairly high stress. In fact, you're too high stress to go out. You can definitely get some R&R. So let's quickly see what... that's right, you also got the fits. Well, we'll prioritise de-stressing you and then we'll come back to that, I think. So you will only drink in town. So I guess we better put you in the tavern. Luckily he's not in the bar, otherwise you'd just have to sit and wait. So it's a good idea to start unbarring some of these as well, because later on we'll get the town crier will be taking up some of this space as well. In fact, let's... So we'll go to the embark screen, we'll throw all of these guys out, so we can sort people in this list properly, and then we'll sort by stress. So who else has very high stress? So Drew is the next highest stress. You have 40. And I think 40, I'm happy for you to go out again, but it might be pushing it a bit. It might be pushing it a lot. You're on 40 as well? Yeah, 40 as well. But you don't have preferences, and you don't have preferences, you can just not meditate, and that's fine. Alright, we'll get Drew to de-stress in the penance hall instead, and you can de-stress, I guess, through here. So the penance hall is more expensive. I don't know if it's more effective at reducing stress, and I don't know if maybe we should be going for the cloister, because they're only on 40 stress. I don't know how much each of these gets rid of, so maybe we should experiment. So you won't pray or flagellate, but you could meditate. So I guess we'll put you in there, and we'll see if that gets rid of all your stress, just for the sake of argument. Which means we oh no, we still do have a couple of people who can do this easy mission, which is good. So in fact, you're our brand new crusader. You can't. No, it's fine. This one. Do we have any trinkets that we can... Oh yeah, between episodes I also sold a bunch of our trinkets that I didn't think were super useful. You might as well take this one with you. Though we'll ideally have to try and swap it out for the A-team when they go on a much harder mission, because this will come in very handy. And I guess if you're going to be a tanky crusader, you might as well take this. So we can have you. Ballard's bleed attacks will be virtually useless in the ruins against skeletons, though we might come across some cultists who need a good hard stabbing. We'll put Yoland at the back for some damage, and we don't have anyone that can heal. You've technically got... not you. You've technically got Battlefield Bandage, but it only heals 2 to 3, which probably isn't enough to be bothered about upgrading. You got a free level up last time, which was nice. Yeah, and you've got reasonable skills. Yeah, we'll just put you in as well. There we go. You guys will do fine. We'll go for this short run. We'll see if we can unlock one of the bosses in the ruins. So again, probably overkill on food because it's a short run, but it complains at us if we don't bring 8. And I'll stick with 8 torches. So I'll be a bit generous on the food and a bit greedy with the torches. Do we want anything else? Do we want bandages or anything like that? We do have some. I think we're going to bring holy water because it's the ruins. And I think we'll stick with that and we'll just go. We'll see what we can do here. If you live for risk and darkness, by all means bring few torches. Well, I wouldn't say I live for risk and darkness. I'm just going to skirt the edges of risk and darkness, I think. So
the fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Well, quite. So this is a bit of an awkward dungeon. Because we have to do 100% of room battles, we probably have to go to each of these and just double check that all of them are empty, unless we get some good scouting chances. But of course, if this one's empty...
The cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Oops. So we read a book that was not necessarily a great idea. Paranormania, so we're now obsessed with the paranormal, I think that means. Oh good, so there was a room battle here, so he had to come this way. Whoa, straight away a crit and 11 damage, and a whole bunch of stress. So that's a thing worth remembering, even though this is technically one of the easier dungeons, we are here with a sort of a bunch of novices. So the bleed won't do anything, so we'll focus on doing actual damage, I think. We'll see if we can damage you, because then maybe somebody can kill them before they act. These the ranged guys always have very high speed, which is kind of annoying. Pour on some spread damage, which debuffs them, which is nice. So hopefully they'll miss next time. And then if I get you to... Now here's the thing, do I reckon our Crusader will act before this one? Because it'd be a shame to put all of our damage on the skeleton. Well, it's only... he is a bone soldier rather than a bone rabble. Yeah, it's fine. So we'll put some damage there, and then hopefully our Crusader can do a double attack against both of these guys. Like this. Ah, it still didn't even kill him. Damn. Well, it killed one of them, so I guess it's worth it that we put some of that damage on there. And then you can probably kill him, even with your slightly reduced attack. And then these guys are going to be fairly annoying at the back. But luckily we've got our counter sniper, if you like, who can apply some damage to the back line. You guys are going to have to clear out these corpses, though actually you can do a bellow and get a debuff, hopefully. And technically a crit. It was a crit of 2, but it gets some of the damage out of the way. And then we'll just destroy one of these corpses so everyone shuffles forwards a little bit, and then we can actually do some direct damage to them, hopefully. So I'll get you to focus on the back. Nice.
Give them no quarter.
And then you can shoot him, and then you can both reach him from row 2, which is good. And because you're further front, you actually did a melee attack and then moved backwards. But we can still get you there if we hit. Unfortunately you can't, so you're reduced to destroying corpses again, but that'll shuffle him forwards again. And then hopefully, yeah, there we go.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
Sapphires, nice. So we get those. Are you kidding me? That was the only room battle. Wow. Well, we might as well carry on adventuring and just get all of this loot with the people that are here.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
Wow, so there's only one room battle.
In blood.
Which is interesting, because it means that none of these... there is definitely no treasure in any of these rooms either. But we do get some treasure for just doing corridor fights, even if they don't count as a room battle, so I guess we might as well do those, because I mean, what, we're like 9 minutes into the video? So we'll try and get our money's worth, so to speak, and we'll do some of these things. I might even put the torches out, because now we know we can run at any stage. Yeah, let's do that. Let's be greedy. Interesting, so that's 2 damage per round, you've got 2 hit points. So we kind of want to target this, so if we do blind fire, Yeah, blind fire does seem to attack. Oh no, it attacked the middle one. Okay, so blind fire definitely does do damage at random, which is annoying because that would have been a really good time for that. So it crit. So suddenly I'm back to thinking maybe we should just leave the torches nice and bright. Ooh, a journal, lovely. Let's have a look at that.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Blood-soaked pages torn from a journal. So this is the failed adventure that was related to the coves, I think. I cannot recall why we ventured onto land. Why did we leave when Mother Ocean provided all we needed beneath her tender waves? I will now return home, back to her embrace. Indecipherable scratchings fill the remainder of the page. So that's right, somebody got some sort of horrible fishman mutation and returned back to the depths. So maybe we've met him already. Let's reduce the torch a little bit. All this dark. Oh, that's right. Some of you actually are afraid of the dark. Whoops. Oop, you're keen to have a poke through these books, and we found a map, which is good. So we now know where all the curios are. Not that that's super helpful. Interesting. So I think to access this one properly we'd need anti-venom rather than these herbs. So we'll increase the torchlight just a little bit so we're not in pitch darkness, even though I knew there was nothing there. Another one of these. Let's ignore the bookcase. We're going to take more stress because it's dark. And despite it being dark, we did actually surprise these guys, so nice. Hopefully we can take them all out before they act. Or at least this guy, because he's particularly dangerous. So, good, so we've killed at least one of them. And then suppressing fire will do 2 to 3 damage if it hits. Not that actually we have to do that now that I think about it, because this guy's dead, so we can... Of course, we get a crit when he's only got 2 health left, but it's the way it goes. So this guy will get a turn, but we dodge, and then hopefully we can take him out next turn. So you blind fire, and because he's the only non-corpse, despite being a walking corpse. I guess he's the only corpse still standing. We'll reduce stress from somebody. You've got the most stress, we'll remove it from you. And then... Pop. There we go, another lovely crit, which gives us a load of stress reduction. Or some stress reduction, and 900 gold.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to give you some food to just boost your health a tiny bit. I'm tempted to even give you a little bit more. There we go, and we'll leave the rest for other emergencies. Like that. Oh dear. Ooh, wow. So it's very lucky we gave them that food, otherwise they'd have the mortality debuff.
And thirsting for blood.
That one's already been looted, which is a shame. Hunger event, so it's a good thing we kept some food around. I'm gonna feed you. Oh, you're full, so you can't eat anymore. And do we want to bother doubling back all the way over here? I don't know if we do. I think we might as well. Partly because it's been a short video, partly because, you know, no guts, no glory, we might as well push our luck a little bit. Actually, if we get another hunger event like that, we take 20% damage and a bunch of stress, which means, what was I going to say? We're actually going to end up losing some of this extra money that we've gone and got, because we're going to have to spend it to de-stress these guys. So actually, I've changed my mind, we are going to get out of this. So I'm sorry this one is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. I guess we got quite lucky. I wonder how much XP we got towards the boss. So we got an agility talon, which is a bounty hunter trinket. Now, I don't think we've got any bounty hunters on the roster, though we have space to employ a couple now, so we'll see what we can do about that. We also got a bunch of gold and a bunch of collected treasure, so yeah, see, between this, we're basically going to pay for just de-stressing people, and we only got the two busts here and 2 busts here. So all in all, not super profitable, but as we're concerned with just going towards getting the getting some XP towards the boss, I'm not too bothered. So you're a clotter, so you're good at bleed resist. You have a tapeworm. You consume more food. That's not good. Minus 20% stress is good. Minus 20% healing skills while camping is not fantastic, but probably not as bad as tapeworm, so we'll worry about getting rid of that first, I think. Okay, well, next episode I think we're going to go back to the ruins and hopefully hopefully I say, we get a harder dungeon to do. It'll have to wait till next episode though. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.